I very often really love the sounds in the background. I love hearing the lawnmower going, airplanes, the birds, the children playing, not the bastard hood rats, but the children that are playing, which is typically going to be the case, because of course when they're gone is when everybody comes out. But that's neither here nor there. I like hearing those things, particularly the birds twerping in the background. That really adds to the whole natural experience for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this video ride with no background music. Pass the beat like you used to say. 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 I just want to follow this up by saying, say hi. Say hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Hi. I want to follow this up by saying that people with knowledge omit major details that don't become valid for them because they know WTF they're doing. But in harvesting the peas, the sugar daddy peas, the first little pea that was ready, it was a short one, so it only had one pea in it, and it was pretty big. And I watched a video a while back that says, you know, wait till there's no give in the pod to harvest, and that's when it's time to harvest the peas. So this one little bitty pod with one pea in it, you know, had no give in it, so it was ready to harvest. But me being all lovey-dovey, I'm gonna let Creaky taste the first one. Even though every time I see a video, they're popping open the pod and eating the pea and going, it's so sweet and crisp and delicious. So anyway, I get the little thing and I pop it open and I let him taste it. And he says, well, you know, it has a nutty flavor, which sounded good. He said, and then he said it's slightly bitter. And I was like, bitter? What are you talking about? So I couldn't wait till the next day because I knew the next day there was going to be a longer pod ready. Well, actually several pods ready to harvest. So the next day I harvested them, and before I did the whole bunch, I got one off for us to both to share, and I got it out again, and I had two peas. Want to give him the biggest one, so I give him the biggest one, and then I taste one as he's tasting it. So we both taste it, and he says, you know, it's kind of bitter. And I'm like, what are you talking? Are you serious? Because mine was sweet. Mine really was crisp and sweet. So he had to run an errand. I went and harvested the peas. But while I was harvesting, it occurred to me that maybe, because then you have these things called early peas too. And I was like, maybe that is a lie. That is a lie. You don't wait till there's absolutely no give in the pod and it's really fat. In fact, some people harvest them early for that reason, if I recall correctly. So when he got back, I had harvested the peas, and so I waited till he got back. And when he got back, I got a pea and made sure I bit half of it. I bit half the pea. Okay, this is sweet and crisp. He ought to taste this. So I gave it to him, and he was like, oh no. He was like, none of the ones you gave me tasted like this. But he was right though. So the reality is, the smaller they are, probably the sweeter they are. So they need to be filled out, but they don't need to be almost popping the pod. They don't. There can be a little give. You want them to be full, but there can be a little give. So the reality is, once they get to their biggest point, they are going to be a little bitter. So I wanted to tell you that if you're a rookie, if you're a novice like I am, do not wait until the things are completely full to the point where there's no give in the pie. Your peas will be sweeter if you pick them a little earlier than that. So I just want to throw that out. Priceless data. I learned the hard way. Groovy smooches.